All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mariah. I think some of you might know me. And Nancy's hanging out with me today, too.
Hi,
And
guys.
we are going to be doing silly songs and story time. So today, we're going to start with a hello song. So if you want to show me your fingers, we'll get started. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Perfect. Okay, we've done that. On to the next step. We are going to do one of my favorite stories. We are going to do I Ain't Gonna Paint No More. And there are some funny parts to this, and Nancy's going to help by pointing along as we go. So let's get started. All right. Let's see. All right. One day, my mama caught me painting pictures on the floor and the ceiling and the walls and the curtain and the door. And I heard my mama holler like I never did before. Ya ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. That's what I say, but there ain't no way that I ain't gonna paint no more. Let's see. So I take some red and I paint my head. Gonna paint no more. What the heck? Gonna paint my neck. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Till I don't rest. Till I paint my chest. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Guess there ain't no harm if I paint my arm. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I just can't stand not to paint my hand. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Then I see some black, so I paint my back. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Like an Easter egg, gonna paint my leg. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Still it ain't complete till I paint my feet. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I'm such a nut, gonna paint my what? Y'all don't think there ain't no more paint. So I ain't gonna paint no more. Uh-oh. That looks like she might be in a little bit of trouble with her mom today. Nancy, do you paint your body at home?
No. Do you?
No, I don't. Did your kids?
When they were very little, sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
Did you get away with it then?
Didn't love it.
I wouldn't either. Okay. So that was one of my favorite books. But I have a second favorite book. Nancy, do you know what my second favorite book is?
What is your second favorite book? Does it have to do with the wild?
You are so right. It does. Where the Wild Things Are is my other favorite book. Now, anyone who's been in a program with me before knows I like to read this one.
I love that book.
Me too. So we are going to go ahead and read this book, and then we're going to do a really fun song after that, Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world around him. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Can you all show me your claws? Uh-oh. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Ooh, they're having a party now. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be somewhere where someone loved him best of all. And then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye and sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Phew, I was getting worried he was going to go to bed without food, and I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so this is one of my favorite songs that I do with all my friends. And I have a few little pieces that are going to help me. Nancy, what are these?
Are those donuts?
They are donuts. So I am going to do one of my favorite songs to do with my friends, and it is called the Donut Song. So I don't know who's hanging out with me today, but normally I'd call your names. So today, you can just pretend to grab the donuts as we go through the song. So here we go, all right? Down around the corner at the donut shop, there were 7 little donuts waiting to be bought. Along came Nancy, all alone, and she took the pink donut and she took it home. All right, now you know the tune, and I'm going to keep going. Down around the corner at the donut shop, there were 6 little donuts waiting to be bought. Along you came, all alone, and took the blue donut and you took it home. Okay, how many donuts do we have left? Can anyone remember? We started with 7. So how many do we have now?
So we have 5 donuts.
5 donuts. All right, let's go. Down around the corner at the donut shop, there were 5 little donuts waiting to be bought. Along you came, all alone, and you took the orange donut and you took it home. There you go. All right. Down around the corner at the donut shop, there were 4 little donuts waiting to be bought. Along you came, all alone, and you took the blue donut or the green donut, and you took it home. All right. How many do we have left? Do we have any left?
I think we have 3 left.
Perfect. Okay. Down around the corner at the donut shop, there were 3 little donuts waiting to be bought. Along you came, all alone, and you took what color is this?
Is it red?
Red donut, and you took it home. All right, we have 2 left. Down around the corner at the donut shop, there were 2 little donuts waiting to be bought. Along you came all alone, and you took the yellow donut and you took it home. All right, we only have 1 left. And I'm gonna make a special shout out to see if someone comes to get this donut from me. Are you ready? Down around the corner at the donut shop, there was 1 little donut waiting to be bought. Along came Rian all alone, and he took the green donut and he took it home. Oh no, I don't have any donuts left. Did you guys all take them home with you? I hope so. If you ever want to make your own donuts at home, mums and dads, this is a super easy activity. I just took felt and I put it together and I made a donut, and it's a really fun song to do color recognition and name recognition. So it's a really easy activity. So feel free to steal it. I'm all about that.
And that song was super catchy. I'm going to be singing it for the rest of the day. Thank you, Mariah.
You are so welcome. It's so much fun. All right, let's see. I think we should practice some letters. I feel like maybe we haven't done that in a long time because we've been sitting at home. Nancy, do you know your ABCs?
I think I do. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll start. We'll see how we go. All right, are you ready, friends? A, B, C, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be allowed to sing with me in person again. That would be nice. It's a little bit weird singing to myself in my bedroom. It's just not the same as hanging out with you guys. I kind of miss you. All right, let's see. What's another good one, Nancy? What do you think? Any song recommendations?
How about Head and Shoulders?
That's a good one. I need to readjust for this one. I'm going to have to stand back.
Oh, I'm going to move back.
Are you ready? So I have a way of doing this. We start off slow, and then we have to speed up. And then at some point, we go so fast that we become invisible. Are you ready?
That sounds so fun.
Okay. Ready? Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head and shoulders, neck and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. I mean, that did feel like exercise to me, but it wasn't quite fast enough. Can we try it a little bit faster? Anyone? Yeah? Okay, we'll try it a little bit faster. Are you ready? No pressure, Nancy. If you can't keep up, it's okay.
I might not be able to keep up.
All right. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Was that too fast for you?
I think we could go faster.
Okay, we'll go a little bit faster. Are you ready? Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Nancy, are you falling behind?
Maybe. I think there's a leg in the internet here.
Sure. Okay, here's the challenge, friends. You're going to do it so fast that you're going to have to ask your mom or dad or big person if you went invisible. Are you ready? Ready, set, go. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. I couldn't see you, Nancy. Where did you go?
I couldn't see you, Mariah. I don't know about you guys out there, but
man, we are so good at that. All right, how about as slow as possible? Can we try super slow? I think Nancy's too tired. She's gonna go slow.
Another one?
Super slow. You can keep up to this one. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Oh, that was like a good cool down. I feel like we did for exercise.
That was harder than going fast.
I think you're right. Okay, well, maybe to slow things down a little bit, I have another story. It's kind of a funny one. Are you ready for this? What is it about?
Is that an
It's an alpaca, and his name is Macca. Let's see what Macca does. Macca, the alpaca. This guy is called Macca, and he's an alpaca. He loves splashing in puddles and gives the best cuddles. I bet some of you give good cuddles. Macca's days were carefree, filled with giggles and glee, until drama a llama. This guy is called Harmer. He's no charmer. He's tall, strong, and woolly, but also a bully. Harmer was mean, quite the worst you have seen. He took Macca's stuff and he played very rough. You punky pipsqueak, I'm strong and you're weak. Macca said, no, you're wrong. I'm surprisingly strong. The pair made a bet and a challenge was set. I'll move this boulder, Harmer pushed with his shoulder. He puffed, puffed, and nudged till it finally budged. When Macca's turn came, he just used his brain. Humph! Well, why don't you try to reach up this high? Easily done, using this. Harmer let out a Now that llama was fuming, his nasty mind zooming. Okay, let's have a race, try and keep pace. First to the top is the best, full stop. That's a pretty high mountain to climb. They took off in a flash and began their mad dash up the steep mountainside. But then the rocks started to slide. Being nimble and light, Macca made it all right. As he leapt to the summit, he saw Harmer plummet. Oh no! Some might call it karma, as that bully of a llama went crash, bang, and splat, and that, my friends, was that. Harmer said, plainly shaken, turns out I was mistaken, for you've proved it quite clearly. Size doesn't matter, really. Macca went up to the thug and gave him a great big, what do you think? Hug. The end. See, being bigger doesn't always mean you know what's best. Sometimes smaller things know things too. All right, I think we are going to do a song. What do you think about the Itsy Bitsy Spider, Nancy?
I love that song.
First, and you know it?
I know it.
It hasn't been too long. I mean, we haven't hung out with these guys in a long time.
It's been a while, but I think I can remember it.
Okay, we'll give it a try. Are you ready? Okay. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good work. See, we're still on the ball. We've got it. We've got this, Nancy. It's all good. Don't worry about us, guys. If you come visit us, we can still do songs and stories with you every day. All right, let's see. How about Twinkle Twinkle? I think everyone knows that one. and I think I'm almost ready for a nap. Are you ready? Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Perfect. Okay. I think I have one more story with you before we head out. So I'm going to grab it and we'll do a story and then we'll say goodbye. All right, I know I've said this before, but I have a lot of books that are kind of like my favorites. So, The Gruffalo's Child is another one. But what I don't like about this book is that there's snow. I'm not quite ready for snow yet. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? Are mice terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and he scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. One snowy night when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh, a trail in the snow. Whose is this trail, and where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? What do you think? Does that look like a mouse tail to you? Out slid the creature, his eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Ooh! Marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? Those two eyes gleamed out of the treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? What do you think? Are those the eyes? I don't think so. Down flew the creature, his tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse, choo-hoo, not I, but he's somewhere nearby eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha, ooh, a track in the snow. Whose is this track, and where does it go? Whiskers at last, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? What do you think? Maybe not. Out slunk the creature, his eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, and his whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree, drinking Gruffalo tea. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse. But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. Oh no, that looks like a really nice mouse. Wait, said the mouse, before you eat, there's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend so bad and big. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse, so he does exist. The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned and said, just wait and see. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad, and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. Oh no, that does look scary, doesn't it? The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Aha, uh-oh, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. And the Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. The end. All right, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me and Nancy today. We had a lot of fun, but our time has come to an end. But hopefully you can hang out with us some more. We still have lots of programs left this summer, and in the fall we'll have even more coming up. So make sure you check out WPL.ca and come hang out with us some more. All right, we're going to do a goodbye song. So show me your fingers. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. All right, have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.